In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make a simple Minecraft Bedrock sulfur farm. This farm automatically produces sulfur spikes. By the way, sulfur spikes can be used to make sulfur blocks. For this farm, you'll need 2 chests, 1 hopper, 1 minecart with hopper, 2 powered rails, 18 rails, 2 levers, 16 observers, 16 redstone, 16 pistons, 16 sulfur blocks, 16 sulfur spikes, 32 glass blocks, and finally 2 stacks and 3 solid blocks. You can use any solid block that you want. A couple examples of solid blocks are smooth stone or cobblestone. The first step is to place 2 chests. Then crouch down and place a hopper over here. Make sure the nozzle of that hopper is pointing that way towards that chest. Then place 5 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then place 4 blocks over here. Once you are done with that step, place a powered rail over here. Then place a lever over here and flick it down. That should cause that powered rail to get activated. Now crouch down and place 9 rails over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At this point, go behind the farm and place a powered rail over here. Then place a lever at this spot and flick it down. That should cause that powered rail to get activated. Now place 9 rails over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At this point, if the rails get messed up like that, break the powered rail and these rails. Then place 3 rails over here, and a powered rail back at this spot. At this point, there should be a rail system that looks like that. That is where a minecart with hopper will travel to collect all the drops. The next step is to place 8 sulfur blocks over here. Now place 12 blocks like this. After you have done that, place 10 blocks over here, and 10 blocks over here as well. At this point, place 8 observers over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure the top arrow of each of those observers are facing this way. Then place 8 solid blocks over here, and 8 redstone over here. After you have done that, face this direction and place 8 pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure those 8 pistons are facing this way. Those pistons will harvest the sulfur spikes that grow over here. The next step is to place 8 pistons over here. Make sure those pistons are facing this way. Then go behind the farm. Then place 8 blocks over here, and 8 redstone like this. Once you have done that, place an observer on each of these pistons. Make sure the top arrow of each of those observers are facing this way. That piston and observer system will harvest all of the sulfur spikes in this farm. Whenever a sulfur spike grows, an observer will detect that and send a redstone signal to the pistons. That will cause the pistons to extend and retract to harvest the part of the sulfur spike that grew. The next step is to place 5 blocks over here, and 3 blocks over here. Now fill in the outline with solid blocks. Once you have created that wall, do the same thing on this side. Place 5 blocks over here, and 3 over here. Then fill in this outline. After you're done with that step, place 8 sulfur blocks over here. Then place 8 sulfur spikes over here, and 8 sulfur spikes over here as well. Those will be the sulfur spikes that grow in this farm. The next step is to place 8 blocks over here, and 8 over here. Then place 8 glass blocks over here, 8 over here, 8 over here, and finally 8 over here. Those glass blocks will keep all the harvested sulfur spikes in the farm. The next step is to place 8 blocks over here. Then go down here. Now place a minecart with hopper at this spot and push it that way. That minecart with hopper will collect all the harvested sulfur spikes. Whenever it passes over that hopper, sulfur spikes will get transferred by that hopper into that chest. I'm now going to do a quick fly around so you can check and make sure I've made this sulfur farm correctly. Over here, there should be the observers and pistons. Make sure they face the correct directions. Down here, there should be this minecart with hopper collection system. This side should look like this. The back should have this redstone. Finally, this side should look like this. I'm now going to show you all how to use this farm. To use it, all you need to do is wait somewhere near it. Over time, the sulfur spikes will grow. Whenever a sulfur spike grows, an observer will detect that and cause the pistons next to it to extend and retract. That will cause the sulfur spike that grew to get harvested. The harvested sulfur spike will get collected by that minecart with hopper, funneled into that hopper, and funneled into that collections chest. Whenever you want to collect the harvested sulfur spikes, you can open this chest. By the way, if you want to make this farm more efficient, you can expand it horizontally. I hope you all enjoyed learning how to make this simple Minecraft Bedrock sulfur farm. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. Thanks for watching.